one of your Christmas wishes, it could come true because Madonna has just released the Immaculate Collection. It features most of her biggest hits from her early hits like Holiday and Borderline, right up to the more recent hits like Vogue and Like a Prayer. And there's also a couple of new songs in the album, and one of them debuts this week at number 36. Here's Madonna and Justify My Love.
I want to kiss you in Paris.
Flair, I'm Shadoe Stevens. This world-famous woman recently bought a house in the Hollywood Hills overlooking L.A. And you know, up there, the better the view, the more expensive the house. Well, she got quite a welcome from her new neighbors. They slapped her with a lawsuit because the trees on her property are blocking their view. So far, she's taking the fifth. On the chart, she takes her 23rd top 40 hit up 13 to number 23. Here's Madonna, Justify My Love.
I want to kiss you in Paris. Justify my love.
From her greatest hits album, The Immaculate Collection, that's Madonna, Justify My Love. It blasts up from 36 to 23, making it this week's biggest mover on AT40. The hits are non-stop to the top. American Top 40. We've reached the height of chart delight on American Top 40, the top 10 tunes on the Billboard chart. I'm Shadoe Stevens, and with every musical note, we're inching ever closer to the #1 song in the USA. Two solo women have had 4 top 10 hits in 1990. The last time we had 2 solo women with 4 top 10s in a calendar year was 30 years ago. In 1960, both Connie Francis and Brenda Lee did it, and this year, Janet Jackson and this woman have done it. Here's Madonna, leaping 13 notches to score her 4th top 10 hit of 1990. Here's Justify My Love.
I want to kiss you in Paris.
Justify My Love, the 4th top 10 hit for Madonna this year, climbs from 23 to number 10. It's the week's biggest mover on American Top 40. And every week, Billboard magazine ranks the hottest hits around the USA, and AT40 proudly serves them up fresh and delicious on great stations like WIOG, FM 102, Bay City, Saginaw, Midland, Flint, Michigan, Q104, Campbellsville, Kentucky, Music 96, Lewistown, Pennsylvania, and 610, the voice of Trinidad and Tobago, the West Indies. Well, the video for this song might not be getting played, but the song is certainly getting played. Up 6 to number 4, here's Madonna and Justify My Love.
I want to kiss you in Paris. American Top 40!
I'm Shadoe Stevens, and we're knocking on #1's door. But first, let's check on Billboard's other #1s this week. #1 country is Unanswered Prayers by Garth Brooks. #1 R&B is The First Time by Surface. The #1 album is To the Extreme by Vanilla Ice, and this song is #1 Dance. It just spent 2 weeks at #1 on the pop chart, and now dipping with a sultry giggle to number 2, Madonna's Justify My Love. I'm Shadoe Stevens, and that means we have arrived. Our weekly destiny of chart delight, the #1 song in the USA. And a new song takes over the top this week, and it breaks the tie among women with the most solo #1s. Now, that tie happened just 5 weeks ago. That's when Whitney Houston hit #1 with I'm Your Baby Tonight. And it gave her 8 #1s and tied her with a music and video star from Michigan. But this week, the tie is broken. The new #1 song, her record-setting 9th #1, is by Madonna, Justify My Love.
But first, let's ping-pong through Billboard's other #1s this week. Matthew? Okay. #1 on the R&B chart is Love Me Down by Freddie Jackson. #1 country is Unanswered Prayers by Garth Brooks. #1 dance is Power of Love and Build a Bridge by D.U. Light. And the #1 album is still To the Extreme by the cool one, Vanilla Ice. And that leaves the big enchilada, numero uno, #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 singles chart. Like I said, you can't go #0, so this is the best there is. When we hit #1 last year, we laminated a copy of the chart and framed it. Why did you tell people we did that? I'm sorry, just bragging, I guess. Well, we needed inspiration, to kind of shoot for another one. Well, if we did that, the singer on top this week must have 9 frame charts, because this is her 9th, count 'em, 9th number 1. Wow. And her middle name is still Louise. The number 1 song in the USA for the second week is by Madonna, Justify My Love.
That's Madonna, with the highest debuting single ever by a solo woman on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. Rescue Me barges into the top 40 at number 15. The highest Hot 100 debut in 21 years.